I don't wanna lose my balance when I'm staring at stars. I just wanna believe that we're better than we are.
Yes, what's going on, people? ODC back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. What's going on? Don't forget to, give me a little cheeky like and subscribe. Today we're just having a quick look at champions that are farmable in the campaign. So firstly, we're going to cover the first 4 locations. We've got 2 in here. We're only going to look at the rares though, not the uncommons. We got 1 there. In the third, we've got 1 there. And in the 4th location, we've got 2. So what we'll do, we're going to pop into the index, have a quick little overview of these champions. No, I don't want to buy that. Right. So firstly, we are going to go into Bannerlords. Now in Bannerlords, we've got the champion Valerie. I believe this is her, the support champion. Valerie, not the worst from what I can remember. She's a support type. Attacks 1 enemy, damage based on attack. Increase the duration of all buffs on allies by 1 turn. Also decreases the duration of all debuffs on allies by 1 turn. Places a 25% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. Not a bad move. That's on a 3 turn cooldown if you get that down. So she could actually have some use, probably faction wars if you need her early in the game, if you aren't spending money. Free to play, Valerie probably wouldn't be the worst shout. I think I've got one kind of built up, but I might be using her for some kind of fusion. Right, she also places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns. The value of the shield depends on the champion's level. Heals each ally according to the number of buffs they are currently under. And lastly, she's got a little aura there for you for faction crypts, increase HP. That's Valerie. Not the greatest, but definitely not the worst. So I'd say Valerie's not a bad one. She's not toilet water, there are worse. Right, so the next one, oh no, we want to go back there actually. We've got another one. The other one that's available in the same level is Conqueror. Now, I actually built one of these on my free-to-play account just to try and get me through certain things, but let's have a look at him. Right, attacks 1 enemy 2 times, so multiple hit A1. Useful for Fire Knights, that's what I did try and build him for. Attack 1 enemy, removes 2 random debuffs from the target. Can be okay. That is a, 2 turn cooldown. Can be okay if you book him out. Attack 1 enemy, enemies killed by this skill cannot be revived. So I tried this for Ice Golem. If you play it manually, you'd probably get away with that. Doing it on auto, you probably won't get it. And increase ally attack in all battles. So not a bad aura skill either for early game. Conqueror, wouldn't necessarily say build him, but for faction wars, could be worse. You know what I mean? It could be worse. Right. So that's that. After that, we've got a Lizardman. And I believe it's this dude, Skullsworn. Now, with this guy, he was actually used in a fusion recently where you needed a whole load of them. I didn't get around to that. But let's have a look at what he brings, because now he has some kind of use with the fusion champion that they brought out. So attacks 1 enemy 2 times, 20% chance of placing an extra hit. So 2 hit A1, potentially 3 hit A1. If you buff that up, you can get that up a bit. He's attack based, so probably not very survivable. Places a 30% increased speed buff on this champion for 2 turns. Also places a counter attack on the champion for 2 turns. Not bad, probably find some use for it. He's got a passive which fills his turn meter by 15% on critical hits. Fills his champion's turn meter by 50% if he kills an enemy. Right, so that's actually not that bad. Right, so that's Skullsworn, and he's got a speed lead for faction crypts. Okay. Yo, so we're back. Sorry about that little delay there. Right, so next one we are looking at is in the Undead Hordes. Right, where is she? Sorceress. Right, Farmable from campaign. Right, attacks 1 enemy, 30% chance of placing a 15% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. Decreased speed's always going to be useful, so not the worst. Attack 1 enemy 2 times, 20% chance of placing an extra hit. See, that'll be alright, but You know, that's the kind of thing some people have for their A1, and you've got a 2-turn cooldown for it. It's okay, not great. Based on attack as well. Right, then she's got attack 3 times at random. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense buff. Debuff, sorry, for 2 turns. That's actually alright, but again, it's on a 4-turn cooldown. I don't know if you'd rely on it. Probably more veered toward faction wars. So that's Sorceress. Next one we've got is Spirit Host. Spirit Host is in the Dark Elves. Alright, where are you at? There you are. Spirit Host, right. So Spirit Host, first thing we'll mention is her universal speed aura of 10%. So use it if you got it or if you need to. With Spirit Host, interesting one. Attacks one enemy, heals by 50% of the damage inflicted. She's a support champion, of course. Places a 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. So that's pretty good. Can be useful. And she removes all debuffs from all allies. Place the block debuffs buff on all allies for 1 turn. That can be really significant in arena in a couple different spots. So that's something to watch out for. And Spirit Host can be very handy. Right, and the last one we're looking at today is in the Skinwalkers. Where is a Greybeard? I think it's this one. Yeah, Greybeard. Defense-based champion. Attacks one enemy, 50% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. Can be handy if you provoke a, serious target. Then he's got attack all enemies, has a 25% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn. Damage inflicted is proportional to defense, so you can make him tanky, survivable, actually fairly useful. You could probably use him for certain things, like being an off-affinity tank in Spider and a few other bits here and there. Look, he also places a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns. 8% chance of placing a counterattack buff. 8% chance of placing a counterattack. Why do you need an 8% chance? Why not just place it? But hey, what can you do? The value of the shield is proportional to defense. This buff cannot be removed. Right, so also he's got a defense in dungeon aura of 30%, which is actually alright, considering he's a rare. So those are the farmable champions from the first 4 campaign locations. Let me know what you think. Obviously, lots of people probably have them. Quite a few of them get used for fusions and so on. Some of them are actually worth building, depending on what you've got, of course. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll be covering the next set in another video soon. Thank you. Take care. ODC, I'm out.